What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazique, aka Unique Mazique, the hardest working man in sports and gaming. I'm a Fight Guy Forbes contributor, and I'm also writing for Heavy.com. We're talking about UFC Fight Night 172. This is the third UFC card in 8 days, all at the ViStar Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida. And we are topping off or starting this card off with a heavyweight bout between Rodrigo Nascimento and Don'Tale Mayes. Both guys are Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series alums. Both earned the contract to get on to the UFC. Who's going to win this fight, which is really super important for both guys, to be honest. Nascimento's trying to continue to make a strong impression and start to move in this heavyweight division. This is his first fight as a member of the main roster. This will be Don'Tale Mayes' second fight after he had to go through, it was 2 or 3 fights on Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series to get his contract. Then he lost his main roster debut in his last fight against Cyril Gane. So he really wants to win this fight. Doesn't want to drop another. So let's talk about the striking aspect in this particular matchup. Don'Tale Mayes, if you haven't seen him fight, he moves really well for a heavyweight. A lot of bouncing, a lot of east-west movement. Just really, really limber for a heavyweight, especially one that's 6'6" and is probably going to weigh in somewhere close to 260 pounds. But not a lot of flab on him there. He trains at Jackson Wink, so John Jones is one of his primary partners and guys he deals with during his training camp. So he's clearly around top-notch talent. This one here, I do give him the edge in striking. He's just a better athlete, a little bit more diverse. This guy throws head kicks. He'll spin kicks. He'll throw a spinning back fist. He does a lot of different stuff on the feet, a little bit unpredictable, and pretty decent at avoiding the huge shot on the feet. So I give him definitely an advantage in striking. Don't take that to mean that Nascimento can't crack. He is a big guy with really long arms. As you can tell, the reach is the same despite the fact that he's given up 4 inches in height. So that tells you a little bit something about the length of his arms. And if you got a chance to see Nascimento, he's just one of those huge, big, wide back guys. And if you know anything about the way certain guys are built, he's freakishly strong, even though you may not see a lot of definition and that sort of thing. He's the type of dude, he gets his hands on you, starts moving you around, you're going to more than likely move where he wants you to go, even though Don'Tale Mayes is going to have, I think, a size advantage, especially from a height standpoint in this fight. So Nascimento can crack, but overall still give Don'Tale Mayes the edge in striking. Talk about grappling and submissions, there's no question in my mind. Nascimento will be the man there. He has already shown the penchant to get numerous finishes on the ground, going for submissions. As a matter of fact, I mean, he's only 7-0. But right now, 5 of his victories have come by submission, including the victory he got over Michael Martinick in the Dana White Tuesday Night Contender Series 3. It was episode 6. It was back in July of 2019. So he, I mean, his last 4 wins are all by submission. And so obviously the level of competition is rising, and Don'Tale Mayes will be the most talented guy that he's ever faced. But I would still easily give him the advantage as it pertains to submission. So we're going to talk a little bit about like the intangibles, other things that are coming into this fight. Don'Tale Mayes is, I think, going to be desperate. He's going to be desperate. He really cannot afford to lose this fight, I don't think. I wouldn't say he's in danger of maybe getting cut, but he's in danger of being in danger of getting cut. So he doesn't want to go there. He's too talented to string losses together. So I'm sure he is really looking at this almost like a must-win victory for him. Rodrigo Nascimento is really, a lot of people don't know him yet. They haven't had as much of an opportunity to watch him as they've had to see Don'Tale Mayes. So I don't know if there's as much pressure on him, and I don't even know if that's a good or a bad thing. But I know that I don't think there's as much pressure on him in this particular fight. He is undefeated, and obviously doesn't want to lose that but still, I would still say there's more pressure on Don'Tale Mayes. So let's talk about the prediction. So like I said, Don'Tale Mayes, I think, has an edge in striking. Definitely think Nascimento is the better grappler. From an intangible standpoint, I don't know how that goes, but I'd have to go with Nascimento to win this fight. Now, as you can see, our bet online odds have Don'Tale Mayes as a slight -116 favorite. But I'm going to tell you, I just really believe that at some point, Nascimento is going to be able to close the distance, to get inside, and to do some damage either from top position, or he's going to be able to go after a submission. Now, we saw Dontel Mays lose his last fight against Cyril Gann via heel hook. Now, I'll give him a break there that he was a little hurt from some shots on the feet before he got caught into that situation. It's his only loss via submission in his career. But I think Nascimento may be perhaps the most gifted submissions guy that he'll have faced. And so I expect Nascimento to get this victory via submission or TKO from top position. So I'm going with Nascimento by a third round submission or a third round stoppage via TKO. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Also, if you want to look at all of the odds and prediction videos from this particular fight, of this particular event, make sure you check that upper right corner, click that, and you will see all of the fight previews. I'm going through every single fight on the card. As always, I appreciate you watching. God bless and peace.